morning, dear students. We are studying about the tenses, and in the previous class we have studied about the simple present tense. Okay, so in the yesterday I have shown you how this simple present tense is made, or what is the format of this simple present tense. Okay, so in that I have told you that this is subject plus verb plus do or does plus object. So this is the format of the simple present tense sentence, and this do or does is used I, we, you, they. Along with that, do is used, and he, she, it. Along with that, does is used. Okay, so when do or does is used, I, we, you, they, or any plural subject is there, then along with that we use do as the auxiliary verb. Or these type of things that we are adding with the verb is known as the auxiliary verb or supporting verb. Okay, so they are kind of the like a part of the verb they are used in order to represent the different type of tenses. And in every tense we will find that there will be like this one auxiliary verb will be there. So depending on this auxiliary verb we can understand that which tense it is. Okay, so the use of the auxiliary verb and the type of the verb will be there. So looking at the verb or the auxiliary verb used, we can understand what is the tense of the sentence. So here if this is coming as the subject, then do is used, and he, she, it is there, then does is used. Okay, you understand? So yesterday I have also told you about when what happens to the verb when do is added. So when do is added with the verb, there is no change in the verb. Okay, and does is added with the verb, then s or es is added at the end of the verb. Okay, so when he, she, it, if these are coming, or any name, any singular names are coming as a subject, then we use does. So when does is added with the verb, then like it will become like writes, goes, and so on. Okay, so but whereas in this one it will be write, go, like that. The verb will be the first form of the verb will be used in the when the subject is all these things. Okay, so that is about the simple present tense. And now we can say, like, if a sentence, I can tell you some examples. Okay, see, she writes English, and I play cricket. Okay, so these two sentences are there, and you can understand that. See, like here, does is added because writes, it is s or es is added with the verb. So the does is coming because she, he, she, it. If these are coming as a subject, then as I told you, does will be added with the verb. So when does is added, this is coming. But here the subject is I, so play, the first form of the verb only is used. And is there any auxiliary verb in this one? Yes, there is an auxiliary verb, that is called do. So do is added or not added, we cannot understand. So if it is used as a simple sentence, we can understand that do is hidden in this sentence. Okay, in this word. Now let us study how to convert a sentence, a positive sentence, to a negative sentence. Okay, how we can make a negative sentence. Okay, so let us first we can take this one. Okay, so for a negative sentence, if you want to make a negative sentence, then the format is that, like subject plus auxiliary verb plus not plus verb plus object. So this is the format of a negative sentence. Okay, so do you know what is the meaning of a negative sentence? The negative sentence means that which gives a negative meaning. Okay, just opposite of that. Like normally the sentence that we are speaking is the positive sentences, and we can say that all the sentences are having the negative sentences also. See, like I am playing. Okay, I am not playing. That is the negative of it. You understand? So here we have to make a sentence like she writes English. So first we have to, if we want to this is the negative one. Subject we can take as it is, like she. Auxiliary verb we have to take. Is there any auxiliary verb in this one? There is no any auxiliary verb given directly there. Okay, but there is a auxiliary verb hidden in this one. Writes. So in this there is a auxiliary verb is there. So we have to split this. Writes. Okay, so when you split this one, writes is equal to writes, write plus does. Okay, write is there and does is there. When both are added, then only writes comes. Okay, so we have to take this auxiliary verb. So now the auxiliary verb we found. So the auxiliary verb will be taken. Okay, then you have to add not with that. Does not write. The remaining. Okay, so here subject is she and write only is used. So then you may be thinking that when subject is coming as she, why we are not using does? Because does is already used there. Then there is no need of using along with this one. So once if we are using the does already in this one, then there is no need of adding with the verb. You understand? The remaining object will be just like that. Okay. So in the same way we can convert the other sentence which I have told you, like I play cricket. So subject is I, there is no change, and we have to find out the auxiliary verb. Is there any auxiliary verb? There is no auxiliary verb directly. So when verb is there, then do is added with that. So you have to remove the do. So the do will be taken out. Not is added with the auxiliary verb. Then what remains there? Play. Play will be written just like that. So because play is taken out, then also the play will be remaining same. Okay, play cricket. Okay, so this is the negative of this one. Okay, then another pattern or another type of question that we have to study is the question pattern, question form. Okay, so this sentence can be made it into question pattern or question. So this question type is known as, like, there are two types of questions are there. That is called as a yes or no question and the WH questions. Okay, yes or no questions means that this questions will have the answer starting with the yes or a no. Okay, so let us see. Like we can convert this sentence. Now this does not is there. Okay, so for making a question, first the auxiliary verb will be there. Okay, format of a question sentence is that auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb plus object, then question mark. So this is the format of a question. Okay, so you may note it down. I will not be telling in every sentence. We have to study every sentence. When we are studying, we have to make a question and positive, negative and question type of sentences we have to make. But everywhere I will not be telling the pattern. So I will be just telling that how this is converted. That's all. So you note down this one. This is the format of this question sentence. Okay, if there is a question, this format is used. If negative one is there, then what format will be used? Just before I have shown it. So here she writes English. Now we have to make this into a question. So what we have to do is that we have to bring the auxiliary verb. So as I told you, there is no direct auxiliary verb given there. You have to take out the auxiliary verb from the verb itself. So the auxiliary verb hidden in this one is does. So we use the auxiliary verb there. Okay. Then second one, auxiliary verb is over. Then the next subject we have to take. So that is she. And see here the capital letter is used. When it comes here, this will become small letter because and here does is used as the capital letter because this is the first letter. First letter of the sentence is given capital letter. So in this it is the first letter. So that is why it is coming. But here it is not the first one. So it is not necessary to be used the capital letter. That's she. Then remaining, what does this remaining there? So writes is there. So writes we need not write here. Only write is there because does is already removed there. So does she write English? Question mark. So such a way we make a question. Okay, I think you have understood. Now we will study about the usages of a simple present tense. Okay, what are the usages, or there are different contexts or occasions that we are using this one. Okay, so you can say uses. The first one is called a habitual action. Okay, so the first use of this one is called as a habitual action. Habitual action means that the habits that we are having is, so which the things which we are doing regularly. Okay, I study English, she goes to church, she goes to market, he plays cricket, they play cricket. All these type of things are there, whatever things which we are doing regularly. So such type of sentences, if we have to make it, we use the habitual action. Okay, we call it as the habitual action. So like we can do whatever may be the habits that, or whichever actions that we are doing regularly. Okay, we can call it as a regular action also. Okay, so anything that we are doing in a repeated form. Okay, so for example, he goes to school at 8 a.m. Okay, so every day he gets up and goes to the school at 8 a.m. Okay, so every day he is going, so that we are using it as the goes. Okay, so this is used in simple present tense. The next type of or next usage is called as the general truth. Okay, general truth. So which are the common things, like the sun rises in the east, the honey is sweet, water melts when it is heated. So these type of things are there, which is permanent in nature. Such kind of sentences, such kind of things are there. About that we call it as the general truth, whichever is permanent in nature. Okay, so they are not going to change, or fire is hot, so this is always like that. So it is not going to change. So such type of sentences can be called as the general truth. Then for another usage is there for future. Okay, future, which is we can say fixed. Like some programs which are fixed. The Prime Minister arrives in Ayodhya. Okay, so this is like tomorrow, if a Prime Minister is going to arrive, then we can say that the Prime Minister arrives in Ayodhya. So this is a sentence is in the future, but there is a fixed action. So or we begin the classes by September 1st. Okay, or we begin the exam at on September 1st. Okay, so it shows that it is fixed there. So it is going to take place in the future, but fixed. So such type of sentences also we use this type of example. Okay, so these are the different usages of the simple present tense, and the simple present tense is a very commonly used tense. So you have to study, and when you study about a tense, you should study the format of the tense. You should study the positive form, negative form, and the question form. Okay, and the uses. There are also many other uses, but I just told you about the common uses. You know, you have already studied about this tense. Just as a revision, I am taking this one. So there are also few more uses are there. Most commonly used ways are there, that only I am telling. So there may be other uses also you can study. Okay, thank you so much.